Hello, 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 hello. Isn't this a nice day to be streaming and racing? Because here we are at the Austrian Grand Prix for Division 3 in Hyperdrive Racing. A league owned by Mars. Used to be myself, but now it's Mars, and it will be me after this weekend, probably. Depends. Twitch has a new setting, change to column chat. That's weird, I've never seen that before. Right, we are now set and we're ready to take on Spielberg, the Red Bull Ring in Austria. First, a session of short quali. This is not a sprint weekend, this is a normal weekend, isn't it? Isn't this great? We are back racing virtual F1 cars in F1 23 for our final season on the game before the F1 24 release. I think this is our third to last round, because after this we have Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi to finish off this game. Championship wise, with Shifty gone, it's looking like a surefire title for Ibrahim, but let's see, because Kingaz is how many points away from him? Let's take a look at the most recent standings that were just posted like 5 minutes before this. And never mind, Ibrahim is 32 points off the lead, and Kingaz is 61 points off Ibrahim. So this title is Ibrahim's to lose, quite frankly. Now, Ibrahim is going to come out of the pits first. Watch this. Out of the pits first, it's going to be Ibrahim. If it isn't, I'm ear raping for a minute straight of how stupid I am. 1 minute of I'm so dumb ear rape if Ibrahim isn't out of the garage first. He always is. I can see him. Ah! My bet was right, I told you. I told you he'd be out first. I knew it. Absolutely fucking knew it. See? I know my stuff when I'm commentating D3. Told you Ibrahim would be out of the garage first. There was a slight part of me thinking he had the stream open and he was just going to stay in the pits to deliberately fuck me over, but nope. He is predictable as a book. And now he brake drags and warms his tyres up for his first hot lap of the evening. Daytime in the game. Evening if you're in the UK, it's 7:36 for you guys right now. Actually, it's still daylight outside from my house, so not quite the evening yet. More like a really, really, really late afternoon. Second driver out behind him is Deadly Muffin Man in the Mercedes. Now the sole regime driver racing today with Shifty's disappearance. And Ibrahim is going to be the first one to try set the pace around the 10 or so corners of the Red Bull Ring. Out of the final corner to start his flying lap. Up into 8th gear, you want to take turn 1 as wide as you can. Don't go on the sausage curb on the middle because you will spin on it. You used to be able to ride over that curb, but now you can't, and Ibrahim looks to have taken it well enough for a D3 driver. And now coming up towards turn 3, you want to use all the track on the left-hand side, get as wide as you can over that curb, so that the floor of your car is in the middle of it on the entry, and that allows you to hook it up to a tight apex and a straight line exit. Same thing for turn 4, you want to go as wide on the entry as you can, but you want to turn in slightly earlier so you can get a straighter exit, because this one, the exit is much wider than the entry. Turn 6, similar story, and 7 is just flat out bravery through this with a slight lift of the throttle in quali and then a little bit of braking during the race. And now you want to be down to 7th gear for this corner, or 6th gear if you're Ibrahim, using all the track you can on turn 9, and invalid at turn 10, and Ibrahim's qualifying lap ends in disappointment. Deadly Muffin Man, also same story. Both their quali laps, not a good start. Valtzi doing well. Who's the next driver to cross the line? It's going to be Umka in the Red Bull. so we'll ride on board with him. He's on the medium tyres for his first run, so this is going to be less impressive. Invite Hassam. Hopefully you get more than one run this time. Did you ask for invites before? Huh. Crossing the line. Oh, horrible final apex. He's going to lose a lot of time with that, but it's fine. He's on the mediums. He can improve that, and he sets a benchmark of a 105.5. Thrashed by King Gaz for a 104.8. And Charles Henry is coming, but first will be Valtzi in the McLaren, and gets to the line faster than but slower than King Gaz. And now there's a Haas of Tushterry on an outlap. Hassam left the session immediately after joining. And new guy, Kender Fish would just call him, crosses the line to round out the back of the field for now. Charles Henry in the McLaren is doing 2 outlaps. Next driver will be Jundi Cindy. Slightly before that, Epic Gamer. Nope, it will be Jundi Cindy. And he's invalid. So, really, really poor first runs from the D3 grid today. It's not really impressive at all. It's only Ibrahim has done a remotely lap-like lap. And even that lap is pretty shit, so there should be a lot of improvement from this field. Deadly Muffin Man doing 2 outlaps. Or maybe he just had the extra fuel. Hassam, he could take pole position, because King Gaz actually with a 104.8. I forgot Ibrahim had invalidated, so even 104.8 is pretty not good. It should be enough for pole though, if he gets a second improvement. Hassam has left, but I gave you like 3 invites, so you should just use another one. Deadly Muffin Man down the road towards turn 4. Third gear takes it nicely. Doesn't use all the track on the exit. Needs to do a little bit better than that if he wants more time. And Tushterry to pole position by a 10th and a bit, as we're watching Deadly Muffin Man setting the pace right now. 26 seconds up, but that's unrepresentative. So 1:0. I don't know where his time is going to be, but it's pretty poor track usage to sector 3, so I'm not expecting much. Crossing the line now, and P5. Alright, I'll give you 2 more shots and invite. If it doesn't work, then there's no point, because every time you leave, it lags out the lobby. And Gaz, in the meantime, has just pipped Tushterry by a 10th of a second. So, pole position battle most certainly on, and Ruben Scott, the next man who can put a proper challenge to the pole position crown. In the Aston Martin. What a slipstream he's got from the Williams there. JW, Curtis or Lehman, either one of them, both of the Williams together, and one of them providing him the slipstream of a lifetime for Ruben Scott, allowing him to go way quicker in Sector 1. And now he's got Sector 2 and Sector 3 to go towards. Turn 4 downhill was what I meant to say. And on the exit, much smoother Deadly Muffin Man. And this should be up there with the Williams of Lehman. Ruben Scott doesn't use much of the curb on the exit. And stays in 6th gear. That will have really hurt his pace. Deadly Muffin Man is retired in the pit lane. Huh? Huh. That's a weird one. Weird one. Up to the line. Very much short shifting. And that's pole position by 3/10. This was a way better lap than I thought it was. I really, really didn't think it was going to be that fast, but it is. He's found the time in a 104.3. He's not bad at all. That's a very, very good lap. And that's pole position. Steiner subscribed at tier 1 for 9 months. 9 months, only like 3 to go, and then I'm a 1-year sub. 9 months of a Steinosaur subscription. We love you, mate. Ibrahim to the front row. And that is a great lap from him after invalidating the first one. You went too fast into the pit lane and couldn't turn and smashed into the wall. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. I did that at Spain. You're lucky we didn't see it on stream. But, damn. That's so unlucky. It's fine. You know the strategy for the race. You've got the fuel data in the Mercedes chat, so good luck. 9 months. Steinosaur with the Twitch sub. Perfect guy. William sucked. Says Red, I don't know you. I haven't seen you here before. Are you driving? Jundi, really, that was a really weird engine sound from Jundi. I think he was using too much engine braking into that corner. He wasn't downshifting quickly enough, so it just made a really, really weird sound. Same thing again. It's taking him... Is it? I can't tell if it's really slow downshifts or really fast downshifts. One of them's happening to Jundi. It's really slow downshifts. There we go. Yeah. Oh, he's had a bit of a slide and that's going to ruin the lap. It doesn't look very fast from what I'm watching. But laps have been deceptive before. He's invalid again. And Jundi Sunday is pretty screwed right now because he's at the back of the field and yet to set a valid lap. He has got one more run. If he tries to finish this lap now, I guess he gets 2 runs, but he doesn't have any battery and this is now a used set, so it's a pretty useless run. Epic Gamer on an out lap. 4/10 up on his time. This could be a good lap to get him further up the field, ahead of Deadly Muffin Man, possibly ahead of Lehman, up to the line, P6, and that's a much better attempt from Umka. Tuijsteri is just under a 10th outside of his personal best lap. He can improve this one for sure, using all the exit he can. Now up the hill towards turn 6, plunging immediately back down the hill when you get to the exit. And he's invalid! That's the commentator curse, and Tuijsteri has ruined it. Valtzi is outlap, Gaz and Ibrahim in the pits. Ruben Scott outlap as well. Epic Gamer is... Also, I think the standings are wrong. 2 cars that should have been DSQ'd from Portugal weren't. I'll just take a screenshot of that chat and I'll post it to them to look afterwards. I think one of them was meant to be bot racing, wasn't it? Because he spent the whole race in AI. And the other one I don't remember, but we'll get that sorted. Kenderfish, is he on the lap right now? He looks to be. Oh, he's struggling so hard. He's really, really struggling. And up to the line doesn't improve. Oh, yikes. Not the type of driving you want to see. And this is what you do want to see. He is 200ths down on his time. Oh, he's too deep. He's gone way too deep. He turned in so early for that corner. And that's the lap ruined. Ruben Scott will need to be back in the pits again and have another shot at defending his pole time, because turn 3 he has fluffed it. Williams together again. JW Curtis doing 2 outlaps to warm the tyres up properly. Austria is an understandable track to do this. It's the shortest lap time on the calendar, so you don't get that much time to warm up your tyres. So JW Curtis using 2 laps is a decent decision if it works for himself. Oh, Epic Gamer off again! Where is this guy going? He's going everywhere except the track right now. He's just lawn mowing. Hessam starting a lap with no battery. What? Just when I thought things couldn't get any weirder. Epic Gamer looks like he's being a bit of a time waster on the track right now. Hessam's 3/10 down on Ruben Scott. Down the hill towards turn 4. He'll be in the middle of sector 2 right now. LOJ Rise, nice to see you here. It will be what time for you? It is almost 9 o'clock for you, so you can enjoy some HDR action, and you'll be racing HDR tomorrow, hopefully, around Austria. You know, you can win us a race, as we can watch Hessam finish off his first lap. Nope, he has abandoned. And Kenderfish is on the grass in the pit lane. I would not be surprised if they somehow collided. No, wait. Alright, they're safe. JW Curtis 2/10 up on his time, but his first time was not impressive at all, so he's only going to jump ahead of Deadly Muffin Man. Still trying to find out why your game lags when you record your screen. Something just in case of... I'm clueless on PCs, mate. JW Curtis just under half a second faster than his first time, and Deadly Muffin Man is down to 10th. But with Epic Gamer, Hessam and Jundi Sundi failing to set laps so far, he doesn't look to be under that much threat. This will be Jundi Sundi's final run. Nope, he's abandoned it immediately. He's going for 2 out laps. Epic Gamer out lap. JW Curtis in lap. Pushderry on a hot lap right now. Now we've got a lot of fast drivers on the track. King Gaz will be the front runner of the trio of fast drivers on the track right now. And that is absolutely beautiful track usage there. That's what you want to see from a driver. And he gets the most time out of that corner for sure. Down to 5th gear for turn 6. And King Gaz is looking set to challenge pole position possibly, or even the front row. He's half a hundredth on his time right now, half a 10th up, and King Gaz into sector 3. He might need a Max Verstappen-esque miracle if he wants to challenge the front row, but his track usage through 9 isn't terrible, and this could be enough. Up to the line, does he challenge? Yes he does, he beats Ibrahim to the front row, but Ruben Scott is still secure in pole. Valtzi up to the line, no improvement. Tudsbury, half a 10th up on his time right now. He's so shaky out of turn 9, and he's invalid. And that's his final run done for. And he has wasted that one. P5 will be his best starting position, unless he has enough fuel to do another outlap. Charles Henry, almost a 10th up on his lap at the moment. Ruben Scott's going to be very, very late out the pits to get the best track evolution possible. What a slipstream he's getting from his teammate. What a perfectly coordinated slipstream. That's how you do it, boys. And Charles Henry and Valtzi showing us how it is done with that one. Beautiful. And Charles Henry now 7/10 up on his time. This could be enough for pole. Epic Gamer has gone the wrong way for DSQ. And Charles Henry now coming through sector 3. 2 corners left. Turn 9. He's good, and turn 10, not so good, but he has got very good first 2 sectors. Is this pole position for him? Yes, it is! Charles Henry is on to provisional pole with that time, but it is not invincible. Ruben Scott is on the front row at the moment, and he's on his outlap, prepping to beat that time. But Charles Henry found what he needed to in Sector 1 and Sector 2, and got himself provisional pole for now. There was a lot more time in Sector 3, but he's done enough so far. King Gaz, oh, very wobbly. He's on another run right now, and this is on a used set, so he is doing the outlap thing. Yep, it is. King Gaz trying to improve on a used set, it seems. I think he fueled up for multiple runs. He's got the battery to do it. Has he got the skill? Has he got the tyre life left in those quali tyres? He is. He's 200ths up on his time, and this could be enough to challenge Ruben Scott for the front row. It's going to be a long call to say that he'll beat Charles Henry to pole position, but nothing is impossible with King Gaz. Out of the final corner, that's a perfect turn apex, and now up to the line. Is this what he wants? Yes it is, he's up to the front row. King Gaz into P2, and Ruben Scott now is the last man to try challenge for P1. Not so good through turn 4, but it is doing a good job for him right now. Ruben Scott, P3 at the moment. He is 3/10 down on his time. It looks like he's not going to be able to challenge him. Let's watch to the end of this lap. Is there anyone else worth looking for? No, Ibrahim seems to be down. And there's a Red Bull up in front of him who's finishing off his lap. That's Jundi or Umka. One of them's going to come up the timing sheets in a sec. It was Umka and he did not improve. There's a Williams now up to the line. Lehman 4/10 up. Where does he go? P6. Not bad from him. That's an overall good quality. Hessam, for the second week in a row, is only going to get one run. And now up to the line. Last week it was the front row. And this week it's P6. Decent stuff. Ibrahim now up to the line. Oh, he's so wobbly. And is he improving? No, he's not. And that is qualifying over. Charles Henry takes pole position for the Austrian Grand Prix. And Jundi Cindy has ran out of fuel. Very, very disappointing for Red Bull. Only P9 and P10. Williams P7 and P11. It's not great. And Epic Gamer getting disqualified. Every lap are either spin or track limits. Yikes. Well, you've got 36 laps to make up for it. P5 Ibrahim, P4 Trusteri, P3 Ruben Scott, P2 Kingaz, and P1 Charles Henry. What are we waiting for right now? There we go. That took a while. That took a while. And there is your quali order. Charles Henry takes P1, followed by Gaz, Ruben Scott, Trusteri, and Ibrahim. These are the main five pretty much in their own pack, I'd say. But Hessam can definitely challenge. Ibrahim, I expect, should be making his way through the field because that's a bit underwhelming. Lehman, solid P7. Valtzi, then Jundi, who struggled a lot to set valid laps. Then Umka, nothing to separate the two Red Bulls, only 8 thousandths of a second. Then JW Curtis, Deadly Muffin Man, who retired by crashing in the pit lane. And Kenda Fish, the slowest of the guys that completed the lap. And Epic Gamer, who got disqualified. 36 laps of the Red Bull Ring here to come. Pretty underwhelming quali for a lot of drivers who I really feel they should have been challenging a little bit stronger, and Charles Henry capitalized on everyone else's mistakes, invalidations and poor runs and got his first pole position. GG's, fair play. Yeah, and his best quali up until then was P6, so that really did come out of the blue. Up until this point, there was Shifty with 4 poles, Ibrahim with 3, Gaz with 2, Husky with 2, and Valtzi with 1. Actually, one of Ibrahim's poles was Sprint Weekend. One of Shifty's Sprint Weekend. Now, this is the do not ready up order. Let's see how well it's followed. The ready up time scheduled, I think, was... There is no. Off muscle memory, I guess. Someone will tell them to ready up. Race predictions for myself. I think the best man to win this race. Charles Henry looked very pacey in quali, but does he have the race pace to keep it up? I'm not sure, but we'll see. Ibrahim is gonna be a favourite here. He won in Portimao last week. Sprint and race controlled it to perfection. He won in Monza, he's won in Qatar, he won in Bahrain. So Ibrahim definitely within a shout of taking the race win. We shall see. Tuisteri has not won a race yet, and if he does, it might or might not be his first win, but it will be his first win of the season. His best result so far has been P3. Kingaz has not won since the opening round in Texas. It really looked like he was going to be a favourite for this title, but he really fell off the radar. Ruben Scott, he won in Brazil, so he's definitely got the potential to win again, but his run of results since Brazil, 0 podiums with the best finish of P6, not really what you want to see when you're winning. In terms of on form, Ibrahim has definitely had the best run leading up to this race, but Austria's a track for surprises, maybe a track for a safety car or two. We shall see. Who's gonna tell them to ready up though? Alright, they've been told to ready up, so no one's readied up. Or maybe they have and it just won't work. Are we having a lobby restart? Apparently we are. We'll wait for the lobby host to leave. Something has happened on the grid, so there might be rain. Projected some rain in the race. Oh, that's spicy. That definitely spices things up. It depends how well did people prep with a wet setup. Did anyone compromise for the wet? We will see if this race even gets underway. Your time was very good, but it was invalidated. Happens to the best of us. Oh, we are going to the 5 red lights now. 5 red lights for the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Charles Henry gets a much better start than Kingaz, and he will be swiftly away in the lead. Ruben Scott jumps ahead of Kingaz, who's now down to 3rd and down to 4th with a Haas overtaking him around the outside. That's Tuisteri going off the track, possibly an illegal overtake. He gives the position back straight away, avoids himself any post-race stewards trouble, and Ibrahim with a traditionally good start as always up to P3, and Charles Henry has lost that pole position as quickly as he won it. Ruben Scott now leads the race. Charles Henry down to P2, and Ibrahim possibly on the attack soon. Actually, he's on the hard tyres, so it could take a few laps for them to get up to speed with the mediums. I lied, because Charles Henry is also on the hards. In fact, the entire top 6 is on the hards right now. Lots of hard runners I didn't expect. I think they're trying to run to the rain, and the field below, Lehman on mediums, Umka on softs. Umka's really bold here. Valtzi on mediums, then Epic Gamer on mediums. He's already made up 4 places from his disqualification. JW Curtis on the hards trying to run to the rain. Hessam. Again. Where is he? Yeah, if you can't make it with an internet that works, then not much I can do. Right, he's offline. Ruben Scott leading the race still. That's actually 2 drivers disconnected. And Deadly Muffin Man had some sort of spin or incident that's dropped him towards the back of the pack, because that's not ideal at all. Ibrahim on the offensive. He has Kingaz in his mirrors behind, but I think his bigger focus is on that big McLaren rear wing that's directly in front of his Alfa Romeo right now. Ibrahim in the Alfa Romeo getting closer, and not close enough. You wouldn't try and move into turns 9 without DRS anyway. Oh, Deadly Muffin Man has a track limits pen on lap 2 for him. That's not the way you want to start a Grand Prix. Umke's setting the pace on those softs right now. Let's see how long they last. And Charles Henry has now got DRS. This will be a shot at retaking the lead on Ruben Scott. Or if he hasn't got the pace, just try stay within DRS. Kingaz does have the pace to pressure Ibrahim, and Ibrahim has to use some of his battery in defensive mode to keep ahead. Umka and Jundi Sundi, the two Red Bulls going side by side, and Jundi Sundi lets Umka through for P6. And now this is Umka's chance to chase all the hard runners up ahead. Him starting on the softs. If it rains, then he's done for. If it doesn't rain, this is a good strategy for his race. Oh, Curtis through the gravel, and Kenderfish is gonna go through, but he's disconnected. Both of them. So Kenderfish has Sam DSQ them afterwards, just to make sure that the AI having better wheel-to-wheel battles at the moment than the field. Not much going on. Umka's getting closer, and Charles Henry's going for the lead on Ruben Scott, and he does take the lead with a giant voice crack as well from me. Charles Henry has no DRS. Ruben Scott has the DRS, goes to the inside line and retakes the place for P1. Charles Henry tried to hang it out around the outside just now, but he hasn't got it done. And now it is a 3-man pack for P1, because Tushterry has fallen out of DRS with Jundi Sindi right behind him. Tushterry and Jundi Sindi, the battle for P4. They have a combined age of 71, and maybe that can be fact-checked, but I think I'm right. 71 is the combined age. And Ibrahim going for it on Charles Henry, and he's immediately up into P2 with a mistake from Charles Henry out of turn 10. That's how quickly you get punished if you make a mistake. And now it's McLaren staring at Alfa Romeo rear wing. Ibrahim, though, he's not satisfied with one. He wants Ruben Scott as well. Oh my god, what a move to the inside. He's gone for the inside line very bravely, and now there's more contact. He's forced him onto the curb, and Ibrahim takes the lead. I did not expect him to go to the inside. Charles Henry, he's not having it. He was down to P3 at one point, and now he's gone from P2 to P3 and then back up to P1. It's all switcheroos this lap. Ibrahim stays in P2. Ruben Scott's fallen down 2 places, and Charles Henry has gone from making a mistake and losing second place to now retaking the lead of the race, having started on pole position. And Jundi Sindi and Tushterry are now in the battle. 3 become 5 cars now in this fight for P1. Is this not what you want to see in F1 sim racing? This is going to be entertaining as all hell. Ruben Scott's made a mistake, and Jundi Sindi's going to get closer, but not close enough. Now, they just need all the patience in the world. They need to get battery advantage up on each other. Jundi has battery in abundance, and Ruben Scott's the weakest on battery right now. Ibrahim to the inside. Ibrahim to the lead of the race. Charles Henry doesn't fight it. He tries holding it on the outside on the exit, but Ibrahim timed it perfectly to the DRS. And now that is the Alfa Romeo car leading from the McLaren, and the Aston Martin nowhere near. Jundi Sindi not close enough. Tushterry hanging back and watching on patiently. Lehman on the mediums is not making an impression. Epic Gamer up to P7 from his DSQ. That is good stuff from him. Kingaz down in P9. That's not where you want to see someone who was a championship contender at the start of the season. Not where you want to see him at all. Did he have a spin? Did he have something? And now Lehman is pressuring Tushterry. Tushterry's falling out, and Lehman has spun himself. What a dumb move to try into turn 9. That was never going to work, and he's paid a price. And he's lucky that Tushterry was unaffected. And now he's got the awkward rejoin to try and pull off, which he does just fine. There was no problems with that because it was AI. And now Deadly Muffin Man has someone to fight. Valtzi, I think, got damage because he's in the box already for hard tyres. Charles Henry retaking the lead on Ibrahim. It's almost 3 wide with Ruben Scott going deep. Jundi Sindi's up into the podium place. Ibrahim has DRS, and Charles Henry's attempt for the lead goes kaboom. And Jundi Sindi now getting closer. Ruben Scott is coming back at Jundi Sindi, who puts the brakes on later than him. And now it's a 4-car fight for P1. Let's get some nice screenshots for the thumbnail real quick. Wait, hide all the menus. Okay. You can probably find yourself a nice thumbnail cam from this for the YouTube upload. Wait, let's hope we get the shot. Valtteri left the session. Now we've got cars fighting. Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Red Bull, Aston Martin. It's 5 different teams fighting for P1 at the moment. So there's no one team domination. It's 5 drivers from 5 different teams. This is some NASCAR style entertainment. Jindy Cindy now past Charles Henry. Passes for P1 every single lap, it seems. That's how it goes in NASCAR, and that's how it's going right now in Austria. Jindy Cindy coming to the back of Ibrahim. Alfa Romeo versus Red Bull. Jindy Cindy down the inside, and Jindy Cindy into the lead of the race. That's our third. No! What are you doing, Ibrahim? You stupid idiot. You ruined a perfect battle. You're so... Oh. Honestly. What the hell? That was the perfect battle. Safety car out. Ibrahim into the box, presumably to change that front wing. Locking up into the pit lane with some... Anyone want to clip that to see who was actually at fault? Because I called it live in real time saying that Ibrahim's at fault, but I want to make sure I was correct. Hessam, Kenderfish, both of them DC'd. But Epic Gamer now takes the lead of the race with how many pit stops are going on behind him. Now, this is a risky strategy. It only works if it rains pretty soon. It has to rain a couple laps after the restart. Oh! He's damaged his wing under the safety car. He can't even make this stuff up anymore. How's he done that? He went on a last to first run with the safety car coming out, and he somehow damaged his front wing to burnt Mylander in the Mercedes. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. How has he done that? Jamie Hester with a clip. I'll see it. I'm having a look. And just as I suspected, Ibrahim was at fault. I thought it was a case of Jindy Cindy What the hell? I was watching a... What? What have I just missed? We need another clip, mate. I didn't even see that. I was watching the Jindy Ibrahim incident, and then what? What is this? Huh? That's certainly something. That's weird. How has he done that? How has the safety car taken him out? Huh. This race gets weirder and weirder. As what I was gonna say was, I thought Jindy might have moved over on Ibrahim. That's why I wanted to check the clip, but nope, he was on the edge of the track, and Ibrahim just ruined his race. So he's gonna be in for a big time penalty afterwards, and now we need to look at Ruben Scott. Oh, he's pitted for softs. It has to rain, otherwise he's screwed. If it doesn't rain, Ruben Scott's race is over. That is a mega gamble he's done there. Mega gamble. All the hard runners had to box for mediums, and these mediums can't make it to the end of the race, so actually Ruben Scott's not that screwed for the softs. Alright, so I'm clipping it myself. I want to just see this. So he damages his wing under the safety car. Safety car's not in this lap right now. So he overtakes the safety car and gets DSQ'd. I don't know what he was trying there, but that was dumb. That was really dumb. That was pretty pointless. I don't know what. JW Curtis risking his life with Burnt Mylander as well, because one guy DNFing from the safety car wasn't enough. There needs to be another. Now he is going to have the world's easiest restart, considering both cars behind him are disconnected, so he's got himself a nice buffer. But the problem is Charles Henry is the effective race leader now, and JW Curtis will be kicking himself that he didn't box, because if lap 8 you definitely have to box. It doesn't matter what track, what laps. Lap 8 safety car is most definitely boxing. Safety car in this lap. 8 positions in 8 laps to do that. How did you do that? I've never seen someone overtake the safety car. I almost did it actually at Wheel to Wheel Texas in Jamie Hester's league. I thought that I could. I don't know what I was thinking, but I overtook the safety car and lost a place trying to give it back. You were going to the pits. You can't overtake the safety car before you box. It gives you only 3 seconds. JW Curtis, when's he going to go? Both AI drivers into the pit lane on the restart, so they get out of the way. And now Charles Henry will be all over his gearbox very, very quickly. I thought the AI drivers would give him a little buffer, but no, he's not even going to get that luxury. Charles Henry, how quickly can he take the lead? One corner, because he's got the slipstream. Is he using his battery? No, he isn't. That's risky. That's so risky. Ruben Scott's right there on the scene to try take advantage. He backs off because it's too wide into turn 3. Smart decision on the exit. Extra power, extra drive for him. JW Curtis has no defense offered, and Ruben Scott is up into P2. How quickly can these drivers dispatch? Ibrahim, risky move to the inside, but it's old tyres versus new tyres. Oh, that's on the limit, and he gets past JW Curtis. Two Stories, slow man on the restart right now. The odd man needs to get up to speed and get to this battle pack, because he is losing any chance he has of the win right now. Out of turn 8 and into turn 9. Oh, that's so close to contact. JW Curtis going defensive. I don't think he needed to, but he's losing twos even more time, and his chances of the win are fading right in front of your very eyes. 3-second penalty for him and Charles Henry, so it's really Ruben Scott's race to lose, because Ibrahim's going to get a time penalty for his Jundi incident. Ruben Scott up the hill. Is he taking the lead? Yes, he is. Charles Henry has no defense, but look at the battery difference, 25% versus 84%. This is going to be a very, very difficult job for Ruben Scott. Unless Charles Henry can get those track limits removed post-race, then he's done for. The only challenger right now is King Gaz, and he's down in 5th right now. He was 9th at one point, but he's got his way back up to 5th, and with 23 laps to go, he could be in position. The track is getting cloudier. I sense the rain is going to come in within maybe 10 to 15 laps. I still think it's going to be a late race shower. Oh, on the limit. DRS will be enabled from this lap. On the hill up to turn 3 will be his first opportunity. Ruben Scott couldn't get away when he had the clean air and no DRS behind him. He couldn't get away. He didn't have enough battery to get away. And now Charles Henry will be making a case to take the lead as we watch on. On board with the McLaren. Getting closer to the Aston Martin. Getting closer, not close enough, as they have to pop the brakes on for turn 3. And now the turn 4 braking zone, a mile away right now. And can he get closer within that mile? No, he can't. He's still a long way back. King Gaz on the inside of Trusteri gets past the Haas before the corner. And now that is Gaz up into 4th place. I said he was the last remaining challenger for Ruben Scott, and this is what we're seeing now. Battle for P4. I'll give you a fun fact. Combined age 71. Wait, no, Gaz says no, not 71. It's 69, I think. Nice. No. No, wait. Kusteri, another 3-second time pen. He's putting himself in danger of Lehman and Valtzi right now. I think Valtzi should be easy to clear. He's on old tyres, but Lehman is the threat. And JW Curtis, this is why you box. This is why you box. Always box under a safety car. That's a rain shower. The rain is setting in now, and we could be on inters in the next few laps or so. I swear that was a rain shower up into turn 3, and the rain's getting a little bit clearer, and now track position is going to be key, and these soft tyres are suddenly looking like a very, very wise decision. Ibrahim almost running into the back of Charles Henry, trying to apply the power, braking very late. He's already taken out one car. He doesn't want to do that to someone else. And the rain starting to set in very gradually. The circuit is going to start getting soaked. Ruben Scott leading the way as we speak. Charles Henry in P2 at the moment. Ibrahim in 3rd. Then Kingaz 1.4 seconds back. He needs to catch this battle pack ASAP. Because if Kusteri starts battling him again, that's his chance of the win over. Ruben Scott is in control of this race. But if Charles Henry can disrupt him, that will be in favour of Gaz. When will they make the change to intermediates? Can I come back? My net killed me. If you join now and make it to the rest of the race, then Deadly Muffin Man is retired. Safety car has been deployed. Safety car deployed. Where has he gone? He's nowhere. He just disappeared. Safety car, and that quite ruins the spectacle. That really ruins it. That really has ruined the spectacle, honestly. It was going to be a great battle, switching to inters mid-race, but safety car means everyone's going to box for inters now, so strategy out the window. Where is it? Who am I looking for? You crashed in the pit lane again? Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, that's it, I guess. No points for Mercedes from D3. Rob Kelly? Who am I looking for, man? I can't see you, Hassam. The rain is only supposed to stay for like 10 minutes. That's even more exciting then. Because if it goes inters and then back to dries, is there pit lane overtake from Ibrahim? Oh, what are you... Oh my god! Ibrahim is the dumbest driver I've ever seen. That's what you get. That was the dumbest overtake I've ever seen. Intermediate tyres are the order of the day for everyone. Kenda Fish. Okay. I'll get you an invite. Everyone on to inters. Yep. Okay, tell me who I'm looking for this time. Epic Gamer? No, wait, he is gone. Who am I looking for? Is there any of these guys you? I don't really see you right now. You have to tell me, mate. I don't know you off by heart yet. It's like your Twitch. Yeah, well, I don't see on the... I'll check the online one again. Look, I'll go to E, and there's no one there. If it's the same, then... Am I blind, or are you not there? I'm looking. Nope. Not there. Are you offline? Are you somewhere in the offline list? So if I just go to like Hatex, that's Hassam. Okay. I hope your AI box for inters, because otherwise you're joining for nothing. I'm pretty sure I added you. Yeah, I don't see you. You can add me now if you want. Quickly, HDR diamonds. It's same as, it's... Oh, I'll just type it in chat. Wait, King Gaz is on the mediums? And Toostery? What are they doing? That's the EA to add if you want it. What are they doing? It's soaked! And King Gaz has ruined his chances at the win! What is King Gaz doing? And Ruben Scott's dropped to the back of the field because he had to change his wing. My AI is dumb. Oh, he stayed out. Unlucky. Invite please, I'm now online. Okay. Invite. Who am I looking for? Do I have to go to the offline list again? I added the Kenderfish guy. I definitely added him. We're back into green. We're back green flag running now. You added me. I added you back, so you should be there, but you're not there. There you go. Quickly, boy. You haven't got much time. Alright, I'll just give you your offline profile one more invite. After this, it's pointless. Right, that's the last one. If it doesn't work, there's no point. King Gaz on the medium tyres. Is Inters or Softs the best tyre? It's dry tyres, actually. Dry tyres are keeping up. This is really confusing. Really, really confusing. Charles Henry trying to take the lead on Ibrahim. But King Gaz on the dry tyres is keeping up. I don't get why he backed off there. But dries are faster than Inters. Gaz has done a blinder. And now he's going for the lead on both of them. Ibrahim goes defensive. It's 3 wide. Ibrahim. Oh! Big crash, big crash. King Gaz has taken out Ibrahim. There's another fight and battle and disaster between the leaders. King Gaz went for something. He tried to make it 3 wide down the middle, and Ibrahim, the unlucky man who ended up at the back of the pack. Ruben Scott is back onto dry tyres. So King Gaz has pulled a blinder with those Inters. Back to dry tyres. And Gaz is going to have a huge gap to the rest of the field now if it stops raining. He somehow knew that the track wouldn't get wet enough for intermediate tyres. King Gaz in P1 right now, but he has now just caused a big crash, so who is even in the best bet? The best bet is Toostery, because even though he has 6 seconds of time penalties, he hasn't caused any incidents, and he doesn't need to stop for dry tyres. It really is a mystery who's going to win now, because this was Ruben Scott's race to lose at one point, but now he's done for. No, that was Ibrahim's fault, not King Gaz. If you can clip it, then I can take a look, because I only saw it once live. If there's still time, clip it. Jamie Hester right on the scene. Thank you very much. I'll take a look now. Okay. So King Gaz is trying to go down the middle, and Ibrahim actually moves over on the left and takes himself out. So Shifty was right. Ibrahim is at fault for his own collision. Yep. Gaz actually doesn't move over, so I was wrong. Yep. That is actually Ibrahim's fault. So King Gaz is still in the hunt. Neki Ohio asking, can I race here? It's a bit too late for this race. Next race, yeah. And Ibrahim has spun into the pit lane. Is he retiring? What a wretchedly shit drive. And he makes it his business to drift into the pit lane again. For no fucking reason. Is he going to dries? Oh, he's finishing off. Your AI is P5. Unfortunately, it won't count because you actually have to drive to get credited with the points, so it's going to be a DSQ afterwards. But your AI is cooking. I think the AI is set to 80, and if you can't beat 80 AI, then that's a you problem. It's so unfortunate, but I gave you as many invites as I could, so it's just unfortunate. Charles Henry and JW Curtis are boxing back to dry tyres. All the intermediate runners got it wrong, and King Gaz and Tuisteri now assume control of this race. Absolute strategy blinder there. King Gaz boxing for the dry tyres instead of the inters. Same thing as Twooge, but now the only question is, does King Gaz have enough tyre life to make it to the end? 19 laps on mediums with a couple safety car laps. Actually, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Ibrahim is into the pit lane again. And he has ended his day. And what a wretchedly shit performance that was from someone who should really be challenging for race wins. And I told you, King Gaz, he hasn't won since Texas, but this week in Austria, everything has opened up for him. His nearest challenger is 8.4 seconds back because Tuisteri has 6 seconds of time penalties. So all King Gaz has to do now is just drive and win. It's a race that is pretty much a freebie now, barring any more safety car interventions, but with only 9 runners left, that is going to be very unlikely. Now, who needs to box before the end of the race? Lehman might need to. 21 laps on mediums, that's dodgy, but with the safety car laps, it's going to be tight. I think he'll just about be there. Kenderfish, on the verge of taking a podium when he's been in AI mode for half the race. Now that is a storyline and a half. 24 laps he's going to have on those hard tyres, and AI drivers are really bad at maintaining their tyre wear during safety cars, so I imagine he needs to box again, so maybe the podium dream is gone for him. Oh wait, Charles Henry's on fresh softs, fresh mediums, so yeah, it really is gone. McLaren's Avalzi are going to eat him alive. Can Diamonds unban me? I am now 13. Oh, now I remember who you are. Talk to me afterwards. Just add me as a friend on Discord, we'll talk afterwards. Deadly Muffin Man, it's 0% because you have to be in the server to get the crown. I think Grizzler technically could have won the championship in D1 Season 2. Technically speaking, but he was not in the server anymore. So it was awarded to KJ. Charles Henry, as expected, gobbles up Kenderfish's chances of a podium. Next up, Valtzi prepping for not even a meal, it's simple dessert. 8/10 back, and that gap is gonna get smaller and smaller. Can you? It's too late anyway. You've spent too much race in the AI that I think the rule is like if you spend more than half the race in AI, you get disqualified. So it's already too late. And even if you do join, it's just gonna lag out the lobby now. So sorry, mate. Your AI is doing well though. P7's not bad for an AI driver. Valtzy, easy pickings for Kenderfish. He tries, fights it, but no chance. He has the DRS though. This is going to be a lot tighter than Valtzy would have wanted. And new softs is losing to old hards. Not anymore though. Valtzy diving down the inside with better tyres, better brakes. Now they're side by side. Valtzy pulling ahead, and Kenderfish, now he's done for. JW Curtis, next man to pull off the easy overtake. I think it's just better if he boxes, because he's going to lose position to Ruben Scott at this rate. He needs to just box. Pack it in, mate. Unless you can... Oh, 3 seconds. Oh, that's close. That is super close between them. Just about avoiding contact. And JW Curtis, P5. I said we talk about this after the race in Discord DMs. Not now, I'm commentating. Kenderfish is not giving this one up either. Oh, he's ran into the Williams. And, oh, he's lost his front wing, and that could be a VSC. Safety car, full safety car over that. Full safety car over this. Nothing happened, it was a front wing removal. Kenderfish has stopped on track. He's done for. Valtzy has sped under the safety car. And Kenderfish is done for. His AI would have finished in a better position, actually. And now Kingaz has once again got to defend his lead, because everyone behind him, including himself, will now have fresh soft tyres for an 8-lap sprint to the end of the race. Well, Kenderfish, he was disconnected for half the race, joined, immediately caused an incident, caused a safety car, but he has relit the battle for the win as Hessam's AI stays out. In hindsight, I should probably just do it. You know what, fuck it. Go on. If it works, it works. Come on. If it was green... Well, technically you've got a chance now, so I can't deny you a chance. As for DSQing you afterwards, I've got no clue, mate. No clue. Maybe, maybe not. That's something, that's a future me problem. Is he actually going to catch the safety car, though? Is he going to catch it? Or is he going to be able to box? Come on, Hessam. Use it. Use your chance. Please. Get online. Get online. Come on. In. No, you've missed the pit lane. Ah. Ah, too late. Ah, 5 seconds too late. Well, if the safety car doesn't come in this lap, you can still box for softs. Because right now the entire field is on softs. I said Discord DMs afterwards, mate. I'm commentating right now. You know what my Discord user is, just add me as a friend and we talk afterwards. Come on, take control of the car. So, alright, here's the state of play. King Gaz leads. Tushderry is second, but he can't challenge with all those time pens. Neither can Charles Henry. So who is the closest challenger without a time penalty? JW Curtis, but he's not quick. So looks like it's King Gaz's race to lose. And Williams, after having an awful quali, is going to have possibly the chance at a double podium. That is crazy comeback for the Williams boys. Now, safety car is not in this lap. Hessam gets the chance to box. And Hessam, now, imagine if he wins from here. That is going to be controversial as hell. Lock up in the pit lane. Ruben Scott is on mediums for some reason. You want to box for softs. He's the only man who's on mediums. What is he doing? What is he doing? Softs are a no-brainer. And how is Valtzi still in 5th with the drive-through? Does he still have it? Does he have to serve it under green flag? Yeah, he does. So Valtzi will have to serve it at some point on the restart. So, okay. JW Curtis versus King Gaz. Lehman, P6. Williams are on for a double podium. Then Hessam, possibly on for P4. But he's quicker than Lehman, so he could get himself a podium. Even P2. So, there's 4 drivers in with a shot right now. And now King Gaz, safety car, restart. Only 7 laps of green flag running. No wait, 6 laps. 6 laps of green flag running. Oh, that's a horrible moment for Tushderry. He almost binned it on the restart. And King Gaz is off and away safely in the distance. 3.5 tenths separates him and the Haas. Ruben Scott immediately making short work of Hessam, actually. We did not expect that. Hessam, horrible restart somehow. There are only 8 cars left now. And Charles Henry is getting the elbows out. Tushderry has to put the brakes on as late as he can, and Charles Henry has to back out because Tushderry had the corner to himself. JW Curtis now on the exit, on the power. This is his chance for the podium. This is as close as he's going to get. He dives down the inside. Charles Henry can't defend it from the outside. Or can he? On the exit, better traction, and Charles Henry is back up into 3rd place. He may have a pen, but he's not going to give this one up. And once again, a robust defence from the McLaren driver, and JW Curtis has to settle for 4th. He just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Charles Henry and 6 seconds of Tushderry to claim an absolutely wonderful P2 finish for Williams. Ruben Scott challenging Valtzi around the outside. What a move that is! And Valtzi had to box anyway. Gaz sets the fastest lap of the race, and Valtzi's race basically over, but he's P8, and that is still quite a lot of points. That's like 5 points, so that's still a great result. Tushderry's lost the DRS, so that is going to be very, very difficult. Shifty saying Ruben with the moves. Yeah, he does. Even on the mediums, Ruben Scott is competitive as hell, and Hessam is putting all the pressure he can. Lehman super close as well. This could be anyone's podium right now. Literally, Charles Henry could still get a podium. So if Tushderry has battles behind him, maybe he can. JW Curtis, he can stay in range. Ruben Scott is cooking on those mediums, and it's only going to get better because the mediums wear slower than the softs, so he's got a chance. Hessam has no pens, so he has a chance. Lehman, no pens either. That's also a good sign for a podium. So it's pretty much a 6-way fight for the top 2 podium spots. King Gaz has the win in the bag as it stands, but everything else behind him is very much up for grabs. Ruben Scott on the defensive. He does not have... Nope, that's Ruben Scott on the defensive from Hessam, but he does have DRS from JW Curtis, and the Williams driver drops down to P5, and Hessam now takes advantage and gets past JW Curtis as well. 2 cars past the Williams. Williams drivers not got the pace to challenge for this podium as it stands, and Hessam has now got past both of them. It could have been a Williams double podium, but as I said, JW Curtis, he's just not got race-winning pace around Austria. Charles Henry is keeping Tuisteri very, very honest right now. Ruben Scott, how many seconds of time pens does he have? Only 3 seconds. So, and the gap between Charles Henry and Ruben Scott and Hessam is 1.9 seconds. So, if they start battling, then Charles Henry could still be on for a podium. Tuisteri with 6 seconds is really, really going to struggle to keep this one. And another one. Tuisteri's hopes are over. It's over. All he can do, I guess, is help King Gaz win. And Charles Henry backs off majorly before the corner. He wants to make sure he has the DRS up towards turn 3 now, and he will get it. He has the DRS and the slipstream. Nothing the Haas can do, and Charles Henry is finally up into second place. And now he's got clean air to go get within King Gaz's DRS and secure himself P2, because Hessam is going to be on the chomp very, very soon. He's got past Ruben Scott, and like a shark underwater, he is closing in on his prey. Tuisteri within DRS at the moment. Lap 34 of this race, with 2 laps to go at the end of this one. King Gaz has it all well and under control right now. Gap up to 1.7 seconds. So Charles Henry is going to have to keep driving to his mirrors, as Tuisteri in the Haas needs to get the elbows out. Because even though he's only fighting for pride at this point, he still wants to at least gain some track position. If he can get the pens removed post-race, that's even better for him. But from what I've seen, I don't think they will. But a man can hope, a man can try. And one man that is trying is Ruben Scott. Getting closer to Hessam. Backs out, doesn't go down the inside there. Hessam with a great exit out of turn 1 though. And Ruben Scott with a distinct lack of battery. It's going to be very, very difficult for him. Ruben Scott now up the hill towards turn 3. Is he going to go for it on the inside? None of them have any battery, so none of them are going to have to go defensive or offensive as it stands. Hessam driving to his mirrors as much as he possibly can. Ruben Scott in the Aston Martin, now going side by side with Hessam and the Ferrari. He thought he had the position, but he doesn't. And Ruben Scott is resilient as all hell. And the Aston Martin driver is back up into 4th place. He does have a 3-second time penalty, but he is putting on a show. There is a lot of time pens still up ahead. This is anyone's race for the final results. Ha, Neki Ohio being himself. Ha. And King Gaz now, final lap of the race to go. 2.1 seconds out in front. This is now a lap of pride for him. Charles Henry in 2nd place. Tuisteri in 3rd place. This is going to be a final lap battle between them. Steri on 40% ERS and Charles Henry only on 15%. He's burning it. Tuisteri's not even using it. What is he doing? He needs it. He needs to use it now. Come on. Hurry up, mate. He still gets a really, really good braking. And now this is his chance. He's got all the battery in the world. Charles Henry has ran out. And now on board with Tuisteri. Down the inside of the McLaren. Charles Henry can't go defensive. And Tuisteri before the braking zone pulls ahead of the McLaren. It's Haas Fate McLaren now. Going through turn 6. Tuisteri just needs to finish the race now, because his best result is possibly P7 depending on how things go. Ruben Scott down in P4 with Hessam right on his gearbox, but there's no more overtaking spots. But with the lack of pens, he should be all fine. And now King Gaz coming around turn 9 and the final corner. His last win was in Texas, and make that now today as he wins the Austrian Grand Prix. AlphaTauri P1. Tuisteri comes home in 2nd place, but he's only going to finish P7 with all the track limits penalties he got. And Hessam, despite not even being here for half the race, has somehow finished P2. Charles Henry takes a podium. JW Curtis and Lehman get a Williams double P4, P5 finish. That is still good points. Not quite the double podium they would have wanted, but it's still a good result. Charles Henry keeps himself on the podium. Ruben Scott finishes P6. It could have been a race to win. But unfortunately for him, P6 is all he can salvage, and I did just see a raindrop post-race. So, it's going to get wet into the podium ceremony. If anyone bins it, you know, on their in lap, it would be funny. Okay. This is going to be controversial now, because did Hessam drive half the race or not? Because if he drove less than half the race, then I don't want to be the one to deliver the heartbreak, but we'll talk about this afterwards. For now, though, let's put the spotlight on Kingaz, who has won his first race since the season opener in Texas. AlphaTauri, celebrate the win. Right. Right, do I want to put... Right, so do I want to push race interview or what? I don't know. But does Hessam get a DSQ? I'm gonna have to figure that. Stewards are gonna have to figure that out after the race, because I know we do have a rule covering what happens if you're in AI mode for X about the race, but yeah, so don't know yet. But if he is, then that is going to be a really, really harsh thing. Stripping him of a P2 finish. That is going to be... Okay. Alright, I have to end off the stream now. See ya.